Hello, welcome back. If you haven't gone to work yet this morning, if you are going, how smartly are you going to dress? One major bank in the United States is relaxing its dress code to replace shirts and ties with polo shirts and casual trousers.
Will other businesses follow suit? Breakfast Jane McGovern has been finding out.
What to wear to the office.
Give me your best catalogue model pose.
For traditionalists
And another.
it is simple.
And another.
Wearing a shirt without a tie is a no-go for me.
I think it matters. It's always good to look presentable.
Do you think there should be a dress code?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And it makes you feel important and powerful. Like you've made an effort so it reflects out.
A world away from Bolton, at America's biggest bank. That used to be their opinion. But a memo has gone out. Business casual is now acceptable. It's okay to dress down, just not too down.
Can I ask you a really cheeky question?
You can.
Have you ironed that shirt?
I had, yeah.
But step inside this Bolton office block and you'll find a firm which has taken things further, where the dress code hasn't been tweaked, it's been banned.
Yeah, we just decided to get rid of it, and the harmony in the office has been a lot better ever since.
Really?
Yeah.
Sam, you've just done what looked like a high-powered business meeting.
Yeah, very, very important.
In a T-shirt.
In a T-shirt, yeah, well, it's the modern world, isn't it, so...
Not just T-shirts, espadrilles. Can you be considered professional in espadrilles?
You know, we judge ourselves on the work we do, and we hope our clients do as well.
It's a brave new world. Traditionalists will have to get used to it.
Ah, so many questions. Should Charlie wear a tie? Yes or no? I mean, that's just one we could start with. But anyway, we'll put that to a vote in a minute.
What do you think?
That's a good point. I'll tell you in a minute. In a moment, we'll speak to fashion stylist Glenn Campbell and business psychologist Claire Mulligan about what is appropriate to wear at work. Good morning. First, though, our very own breakfast, our fashion correspondent, she is for the moment, Steph McGovern, is going to look through some of our new suggested looks. Steph, over to you, looking very super smart cash.
Now I'm the fashion correspondent. I get my full name on the show and everything. I love this.
It's
Massive
weird saying
promotion for me, this. But yeah, I've got some fantastic models here, and many would say, you know, could you wear these in the office? There are lots of offices around the UK now where these clothes would be fine. But let's just have a quick look. I want to take Lee's clothing first of all here, because a shirt, yeah, you'd be all right with a shirt, wouldn't you, in the office? That's fairly smart. Doesn't really matter that he doesn't have a tie on. What do we think about shorts, though? For me, that's too much knee for my liking. But there are offices, including ours, where you see quite a few people with shorts on these days. If we move over to Vanio as well, Vanio's here again. Fairly smart on the outlook, but some people will question whether he's all right wearing jeans or not. And again, if you look at JP Morgan, they would be all right with the top half, but not so sure about jeans yet, because jeans are perhaps seen as a step too far. Then we've got the lovely Lauren Lee and Jade here with us as well this morning. And Lauren Lee there is in an outfit where, again, top half, you'd think, great, nice trousers, nice top, toes. Now, interestingly, JP Morgan are saying, bless you, I'm saying not your toes in particular, love, but anyone who has their toes on telly, though, it's a nightmare, isn't it? But yeah, lots of people would say that it's a lovely outfit, but our sandals all right for the office. And again, with Jade outfit here, we've got a shoulders, off the shoulder thing. We're not allowed that in this office, but certainly, again, a smart dress, nice pair of shoes. But maybe the slit on the side's a bit too short, maybe it's a bit too low cut, but you still look fantastic. I tell you what, when you study here, though, I really wanted to just tickle you and see if you actually have any reactions. There we go. Bless you. Thank you very much. So there you go. There's a little run through some of the outfits you might see in an office.
What was that all about?
Just because they have to stand there so perfect, and it just makes me want to go along and, like, tickle them.
Not ticklish. Oh, Steph, brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. What a great thing to be able to kind of go through it, too.
Yes, with us here on the sofa, fashion stylist Glenn Campbell, business psychologist Claire Mulligan. Very good morning to you.
Hi there.
Well, you're both looking very smart.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Claire, do you want to kick us off? I mean, some people have got in touch with us this morning saying that, you know, everyone's behind the curve on this one, that we have moved on already.
Yeah.
That the bank's just a bit late on the game here.
Yeah, I think the banking industry, finance, legal have been a bit more traditional, a bit slower to move with some of the trends we're seeing in the workplace. And it was interesting when I was reading about JP Morgan, they actually had been to Silicon Valley to see what was happening, and they're trying to stay relevant with the type of clients they want to work with. But more importantly, they're starting to realise that it's very competitive for our millennial generation. You know, all companies are trying to compete to get them, and they realise that that generation really want to work with organisations that have values that match, and their values are more flexible, maybe to be able to be in a creative space. They're less worried about what people dress, what people look like. So they're trying to show that their workplace is more adaptable.
Glenn Campbell, are there some no-nos?
Well, again, it's in finance, in politics, and in legal, for example. I think if you start thinking about shorts, if you start wearing deep plunging necklines for the girls, bare shoulders, it's all the wrong message. So in those professions, you need to be sharp and dressed for purpose. So, for example, a guy in a shirt, suit and tie, it's very important if you're seeing clients that it has that image. For example, Prince Harry last week, he was really uncomfortable, wasn't he, when he realised he wasn't wearing a tie and the veterans all had ties on. So he realised that he'd made a mistake. So having a tie on isn't a punishment. It's a statement. It's kind of that finishing point in your outfit. And it's like putting your armour on. So the tie goes on, the jacket goes on, you're ready for the day. Now, if you're in the office space and nobody's coming through the door, the tie comes off, the jacket can come off, and the sleeves can be rolled up. But if you've got people coming in and out all the time, you need to have that right kind of outlook, and that right image says everything about you.
I know it's a controversial area, but I'm going to just jump in anyway. Doesn't age have a part to play in this debate? Because I'm looking at, as we look at our models over there, who are all, I would dare say, really quite young. I don't know what age they are. Do you know what? A man in his 50s, and I'm a man, so I'll talk about the man, sort of dressing casually or in shorts or even in a T-shirt sometimes. I don't know.
Is it down with the kids? That you see, your problem
What's
is.
the next thing? A baseball cap?
Yeah, exactly. Sideways. So
it's.
Do you want to give the image that you're trying to be down with the kids? Now, if you're in Silicon Valley, it's creative. It's that hub of environment that everybody is kind of relaxed. But in the professional world, even on, say for example, on a train. If you were on the train and the guard that came down to take your train ticket was there in flip-flops and shorts and Metallica T-shirts, and he said, "Tickets, please," you kind of think, who am I travelling with? You'd want to be travelling with somebody that's got a smart shirt on, smart trousers, and giving the right impression.
Uniform, though.
But
it's slightly different,
but you're wearing a uniform as well. Because even though it's your choice of suit, it's acceptable, it's a uniform, but you can tweak it a little bit and make it work for you.
Yeah, but you'd be uncomfortable taking your tie off.
I do. Look, to be clear, there are times in my life when I don't wear a tie.
I have seen it once or twice. Right,
it does happen.
Claire, how much is dressing smartly? Can it change the way you sort of feel about what you're doing as well? Do you think?
It can change the way you feel, but that's your perception of what that means. So you're talking there about an age thing, to bring it back to that's been your experience of wearing a suit, that association. If you've not had to do that, if you've not had to wear a suit before, so this young generation coming in, maybe not, that they don't have that association. So there was a research done where some people, where they said put on different coats. So they put people in a white coat and said, this one belongs to a doctor, and people focused a bit more, they felt a bit more important, but that was because of that perception. So I think we have to change the culture if you want to be this in the workplace, and get to people to realise that, it's okay to be able to think you're productive and work hard without this image.
The other thing I would chuck into the equation is that having to think every day about something different to wear, that's actually a bit of hassle, isn't it?
It is.
If you just have a kind of, you'd call it uniform, but if as a man, again, I can only speak from a male perspective, just wearing a suit, it's just that's what you wear to work. It's quite straightforward. If every day you have to go, what am I going to wear today?
Well, you see some of the famous leaders now. Mark Zuckerberg famously put a picture on social media of his uniform returning to work, remember? And all the grey T-shirts. And, Barack Obama's famous for that. Steve Jobs was famous that they wore the same clothes every day. And the reason they do that is that they realise they only have so much cognitive, brain power to think every day. So they realise, well, I'm not going to waste my time thinking of what to wear. So I'm going to concentrate on business decisions. And they're big role models. People look up to them as business leaders now. So that's changing the way people perceive what they should wear.
And also you decide on your style, don't you? And that's what you go with.
Yes.
Well, the thing is as well, so let's stick with guys just for a second. I'll be really quick. Yeah. So with guys, say, for example, in the business world, navy blue suit, charcoal grey suit, navy blue blazer, grey flannels. That's your smart dress. A white Oxford shirt, a white poplin shirt, a blue Oxford shirt, a blue poplin shirt, classic ties, nothing too busy. So what you've got is you've got nothing that's making the eye go all over the place thinking, oh, this is all fancy. It's just that picture you see, which is smart, neat and crisp. Then for the girls, if you were a girl, for example, and you were wearing a plunging neckline, bare arms, short, tight bodycon skirt, heels, provocative heels, then that, is, in terms of the professional world, doesn't look right. It's
but
best
you can't wear a suit, can you? Or you can.
You can.
You can wear a suit, but can you wear anyway?
Tailored suits for women. Tailored suits for women this season are massive. Yeah, right, look really chic.
I'm getting one I'm going to wear every single day.
Yeah, really chic and sophisticated.
Thank you very much, models. You've been fantastic. Thank you very much for coming in today. Thank you as well.
That's it.
Suits it is.
Start.
That's it from us on Breakfast. We'll be back tomorrow from 6 when we'll be joined by Rick Astley.